Okay, here is why the US-China trade deal is actually kind of bad for crypto. Now, this isn't directly connected, and this video is going to be more towards the global economy than the actual crypto, as I'm going to be stepping back and taking more of a broader view and discussing why this negotiation will not come to an end anytime soon. So there is two major possibilities in my opinion. Either this is an actual a new version of warfare where countries battle out their economies. I mean, even regular warfare involves which country's economy will be able to support the war longer. I guess just a more direct version, but that's just a really small possibility, which is really hard to confirm or deny. Or I'm not gonna speculate or make conspiracies about that too much. But one thing's for certain, and that's that this could be a distraction, and even if it isn't, it is being causing a huge global distraction from maybe some more important things. One thing that's definitely distracting people from is crypto, because lots of crypto and stock market people overlap, and just like gold and crypto people overlap. So when we see like jumps in Bitcoin, gold usually slows down because Bitcoin takes those traders or investors from gold and kind of makes them more interested in itself. And when stocks have some interesting things happening, then stocks take away all these investors and keep them occupied with stocks instead of crypto. So that could be one of the symptoms why we see such a boring market. But the main reason I see this dragging on and causing potentially more indirect damage is because I do not believe this is going to end anytime soon. And if I've learned anything about negotiations, which is one of my main roles and full-time jobs, is that time is the strongest is your strongest ally. So I actually heard this first from a guy called Mike I met at a crypto conference, crypto security conference. Pretty cool guy. He was one of the main founders of TAS, that fund investing crypto thingy. TAAS, it's right here. You guys probably heard of it way back. It was popular last year. And essentially, the lesson he told me, we spent a lot of time together at that conference, and he's pretty much an expert negotiator, and he told me that the best way to win a negotiation is to act as if it's not important to you, or just to like waste time with some benign things like talk about your day, check your phone, be like, oh guys, I'm sorry, I gotta take this phone call, or act as if you're there to like chit chat and small talk, and like avoid talking about negotiations in the first place, and just kind of stall as much as possible. Because even though you might feel the pressure of time, so does the other person. So if the US is dragging his feet, causing all these distractions, and like going back and forth, it could be doing it for a reason. It could be acting or installing things, so China has to end up making the first move. So the person who can end up stalling the longest is going to have a better position in the negotiations. And if you're able to like resist the pressure of the negotiations and just like put all the pressure on the other person, other country, and let them feel the pressure of time, this is gonna end up playing your favor. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a game of uncle, a game of chicken. Who can who's gonna say chicken last? Who's gonna say who's gonna say and be like, okay, you win. This is taking forever. Let's just do it. Let's just get it over with. So that's like one of the best negotiation like tips and like tricks I've learned. I definitely have been doing that myself for a really long time without even realizing it. I would always like take forever talking about my day, where I am traveling, where they are, talk about the weather and shit, just be like, how's life, can I get to know the person, and avoid starting negotiations in the first place. You just avoid that stuff, and let the other person be like, okay, maybe we should go back to business. This is what I was thinking, and be like, okay, I'm running out of time. My hour's gonna be up, and and like I have to just finish this. It's like I'm feeling the fire, burning beneath my feet. So that could be a likely thing that's happening. I mean, same as like Bitcoin ETF. Well, those are other negotiations, but there's so many things where people stall on purpose for some reason, and usually the people who are stalling are the people who are in power and want to emphasize that control even more. So it's something that I've noticed, and could end up impacting crypto in a negative way in the short term, since all these traders and all liquidity that's being taken in to this more fun stock market while crypto's being boring it's kind of impacting us negatively. Like a bunch of my friends are just literally trading stocks right now. They're like, they moved on from crypto to stocks, and I see this firsthand. So who knows how long this might end up taking, but at the end of the day, the question is, are you ready to wait for the bull market? And can you wait for the bull market for a long time? Because the bull market is just a game of who's going to end up, the king of the hill, who's going to be the last one standing. So if you're a person who has funds for the next 1 year, you're probably going to end up surviving. If you got to pay bills tomorrow, you might lose the game. It's a game who's going to survive the longest. So life is just one big negotiation. That was my quick overview of the non-crypto market, and I'm probably gonna end up focusing more on not just crypto, but like general trends in finance, and hopefully this will also bring more insight into crypto world, because at the end of the day, it is a very small world, and this is all interconnected, like a very, very like big web, and it's like a butterfly effect. You do something on this side of the world, it's gonna affect the other side of the world as well. So let me know what you guys think about this trade deal. Like, is it trying to mask up something else? Is it like a distraction from something bigger? Or is it like a legit all-out economic war? I mean, it's really hard to say. What do you guys think?